There you go. There you go, people. I've arrived. Oh my goodness. There's moments of heart in the mouth, thinking like Liverpool's not going to get this win today, and they eventually did it. We won by 3 goals to nil. The Premier League is a funny old league, isn't it? Especially against Liverpool, like the teams you expect to beat, like you struggle to beat, and a lot of the players have returned from international duty all around the world. But you could say the same for Wolverhampton as well. It's a strange thing about this 12:30 kickoffs. I mean, I've even heard the next international could be another 12:30 kickoff as well. So Liverpool's getting these things on a regular basis, which is strange in my opinion. But listen, get the win, get out, move. That's it. Those kind of things, like as long as you got a win, is the most important thing. So that's what we got, and I'm over the moon for that as well. So let's just look at the Premier League first, obviously, and then we could discuss Liverpool right after that, tactically and everything like in between. You know what I mean? So let's go for the Premier League first, and then we can discuss the game against Wolverhampton. Yeah, so obviously it's the review of Liverpool's game versus Wolverhampton, but we're gonna look at the Premier League first, see what's happening in the Premier League and other results. How is it affecting us? I know it's only been 5 games, but you got to win your games. You got to win your games if you want to win the league, and this league's not an easy league to win, and it's very, 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 very difficult to win. Especially when you got Man City like winning all their games and things like that, which is frustrating a lot of people. Um, Today, like they were 1-0 down, and then all of a sudden they come back and beat obviously West Ham, because we're gonna see that in a moment. And it frustrated me because it shows how like strong they are in this league, and that's frustrating for most people, if you know what I mean. And I'm not happy with that. Like they won by 3 goals to 1, as everybody can see. Haaland scored again. Um, yeah, Man City is a difficult team. It's a difficult team to beat, people. Please, yeah, get busy in the chat when you come in as well. Please hit that like button, subscription button, and all that stuff. As you can see, Ward-Prowse scored the first goal. And Doku scored, the player that was linked with Liverpool at one time, which is unfortunate. You know what I mean? He scored straight after half time, and then Bernardo Silva scored a header, and then Haaland, scores his customary tap-ins as he always does as well. You could call it tapping, because it's inside the box, if you know what I mean. It's frustrating, you know what I mean? Like even Joe Cole after the game said, like, we can't make this a farmers league, you know what I mean? And it's looking that way. It's looking like a farmers league at the moment, and that's the last thing we want to see of the Premier League, you know what I mean? And that's how Pep Guardiola and Man City are making it look. When you got all that money in the world, you could do whatever you want. You know what I mean? You could like make everyone look normal or rubbish, you know what I mean, and things like that. Man City could go 3 goals down, they'll come back and win it, by 5 goals to 3. That's how good they are, and it's just unfortunate Liverpool dropped off. If you know what I mean, if Liverpool like still stayed up there with them, maybe we could have actually give them more problems than the other teams do. In these days, like Arsenal should have done more, in my opinion, last season. They bought the right players, to compete with Man City, and they just failed at the last hurdle. And with Liverpool, would they have done that? Like if they were top of the league, say 98% of the season, you know what I mean? You could say that because Man City's only been in the top of the league last season for only 3%. So, you know what I mean? It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, man. It's frustrating. It's frustrating watching Man City. But as you can see, the other results, we could all like be happy. With the Man United losing to Brighton by 3 goals to 1 at home. That's one of the joys I have in my life. I mean, Man United losing, and they always celebrate our stuff. Unfortunately, yes, John Conway, big up, brother, big up, brother. I'm trying to do the nights now, innit? It's a bit difficult for me to do the days because I'm working at the moment. So I'm trying to do the nights for you guys, and deliver whatever I can. I know I don't promote it as well as before, but I'm trying to deliver as much as I can. Yeah, so Man United lost by 3 goals to 1. There's a lot of unrest at Man United, if you know what I mean. People like the team as a whole, the club as a whole, the management, the ownership, the players, it's just not intact, is it? But we shouldn't really care. We shouldn't be care. We should be happy with things like that in regards to Liverpool Football Club, and watching their demise, especially when they get the joy of Liverpool always, having issues. Is a joyful time for Liverpool fans, if you know what I mean. So as you can see, you got obviously Liverpool winning by 3-1. We'll discuss that later. Aston Villa have obviously come back to the winning ways. They won by 3-1 against Crystal Palace. Fulham back to winning ways, 1-0 against Luton. And I just talked about the Man United result, 3-1 at home. It's just funny. Spurs scored the last few minutes to win that game. They were like losing that game majority of the time. The time that I was there, let me say, yeah, they scored within the 90 minutes. So it's crazy, like how they come back from that and won the game in the last few moments. Spurs, they got a fight on their hands, innit? If you look at Spurs people, the reason they're doing what they're doing is because they're not relying on Harry Kane anymore, which is good for them. If you rely on one player, it doesn't really do much for you. If we've experienced it in the past, it was a one-man team with just Steven Gerrard, but the team wasn't pulling their weight. The same thing with Harry Kane. And now, like, they're trying to play as a team, and it's working, if you know what I mean. But they haven't got the players just yet, but it's working from what we can see. Like, at least they're winning games now. They normally lost with Harry Kane in the team, if you know what I mean. Yeah, that's the Newcastle one. They're back to winning ways. They beat Brentford by 1 goal. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Like what's going on in the Premier League, but I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it. Second. Yeah, let me see. Sorry, is my mic bad or something? Let me check. Apologies, my mic should be on. Says on there. Yeah, so let me just get back to this. 1 second, people, please. I'm trying to fix the mic. For some reason, it's not working, apparently. Let me turn this off. Is it better now? Like, can you guys hear me? Can anybody hear me? Come on, man. Yeah. So, yeah, that's the results of today. As you can see, Newcastle was the last game of the day, and they've won their game. Finally, they're back to winning ways. Maybe it will boost their Champions League hopes as well. Let me just see what's going on with my mic. It should be working. I ain't got no issues with it. Computers these days, eh? Computers these days. So yeah, let me share the table and show you what's happening. Oh man, a strange one today. Very, very strange. Nothing's working. Don't know what's going on there. Apologies, people. I apologize. For some reason, my stuff stopped working. Okay, let's get back to the Premier League and see what's going on. So this is the table. Man City, 5 out of 5. It's frustrating. Really, really annoying. I just can't keep looking at that. Man City is just the most annoyingest team I could ever find. I'm telling you right now, people. Like, when are they gonna get convicted? Not bad, people. I might down. I don't do that. It does earn its own for some reason. I don't know why. Apologies for that. It goes down on its own. Don't know why. I've got Mac, and you know how Macs are, the most frustrating computers you can get. Yeah, so as you can see, the table's like this. Liverpool are third. They were top for, because we kicked off first for like a little bit. And then, Spurs and Man City won their games and they're going back to the top. Are Liverpool and Man City eventually going to run away with it? We have to wait and see, innit? We have to wait and see if Arsenal is going to put up a fight. If Arsenal put up a fight, it's going to be, a tall task for Man City to win the league. You know what I mean? I'd rather have another competitor rather than just one. Of course, if it's just Liverpool, it's always going to be the same old, like, tit for tat, and then last game of the season they win, we lose. But if you got another team involved, it'll be good for us, especially when we're competing. So Man City can focus have another focus basically other than just Liverpool. So that can happen in the coming season. So we'll just have to go along and see how it's going. But it's frustrating, isn't it? 15 points out of 5 games. They've already won every game. Oh man, it's hard, man. It's hard. United got put in the blender. Yeah, mate. United are rubbish, mate. I've been saying that for a few years, man. They're not back. They have their honeymoon periods with these new managers, and everybody's thinks like, oh, they're back to normal and all this stuff. They're not. They're not, man. They're still as rubbish as before. The worst thing they've done is kept Alex Ferguson around the stadium and around the team because when Bill Shankly left Liverpool and decided to retire football, he still came to Liverpool while Bob Paisley was managing the team, and the players were calling him Gaffer, if you know what I mean. And Bob Paisley just got upset about it because at that time we wasn't like winning games or anything like that. So he told the club like, Bill can't keep coming back because how am I gonna have my stamp on the team? How are the players gonna be focusing on me and my ideas? So they decided to tell Bill like Bill, just give Bob, a chance to manage the team on his own. You keep coming back, causing an uproar with the players. The players will still call you Gaffer and things like that. Why are they going to ignore Bob Paisley? So when Bob, what's his name? Bill Shankly left. Bob Paisley came to his own and he became the manager he was afterwards. To me, still the greatest British manager ever because in such a short time he won 6 league titles and 3 Champions League and back-to-back Champions Leagues as well. Don't forget that European Cup at the time. And he did all that, and he doesn't get credit for it. And you got Alex Ferguson in span of 30 years in one club, only winning 2 Champions Leagues in 10 years, like between each other, and it doesn't make any sense, if you know what I mean. At least with Bob Paisley, in 9 years, 6 league titles and 3 European Cups. That's crazy, man. If anyone did that in another world, in another country, people would have said, this is amazing, They would have just gave him the compliments that he deserves. But he's a Liverpool manager. You're not going to get compliments if you're a Liverpool manager. That's why I always say when they compare Bob Paisley and Alex Ferguson, it's not a day in my opinion, if you know what I mean. Alex Ferguson came to his own when the league changed. The league became corrupt, if you know what I mean. That's when the Man United domination started. In the old first division, if you don't believe me, people, they've only won 7 league titles, Man United. 7 league titles in the old first division. And they used to call that easy. I mean, the biggest club in the world, only winning 7 league titles. It shouldn't be, It shouldn't be like that. Liverpool won 18 titles in that league. So it shows like what we've done and what damage we caused in that league. And they had to change it for the benefits of other clubs. And now you see the likes of teams that don't even earn the right to win league titles, winning league titles now. You see Man City, spend big, we win league titles. You saw Newcastle, spend big, they get into Champions League football. That's what I'm saying. But Liverpool's slowly coming back. And as you can see, people, in the table, Liverpool are third, 2 points off Man City, which is good for my opinion. I mean, we'll still have a loss, we'll still have that unbeaten run and all that stuff. I'm looking forward to the games we face Man City. I'm looking forward to the games we face Arsenal and all that stuff because with these players that we've got technical players now, so we'll control the game better and we move forward together better. Ignore today's performance. Don't forget they come back from international football, early kickoffs. Liverpool don't really perform well, so don't take that to heart today, what happened to people. That's all I got to say about that, as Stone Cold Steve Austin says. And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so. So yeah, that's enough about the Premier League. I want to talk about Liverpool's win over Wolverhampton Wanderers. Let's do this, people. Yeah, so that's what we're going to be talking about next. Let me bring it up on the screen. Hopefully it will come on. I need it. Unfortunately, just everything like today. I've just come back from work, tired. You know what I mean? It's not easy to prepare yourself for things like this. So I'm just trying to get it on the screen. Let me go back. And then we'll do the player ratings right after that, people, yeah? So Liverpool won by 3-1. it started off shaky. Let's be honest. It wasn't nice to watch Liverpool starting off, in a bad way. That first half was just annoying. Neto, who like had a serious knee injury, hasn't done much in a long time. Was just dominating us in that midfield. Like it was just crazy. Like especially you see a left winger with a left foot. You hardly see that anymore. I mean, Ryan Giggs probably was the last one that used to see people dribbling past people and all that stuff. But yeah, they dominated us in that first half. I thought like we was gonna lose by 2 or 3 goals the way it was going, but we managed to get ourselves together in the second half, and the substitutions done the damage when they came on, and majority of the players that came on, I think they played their part, like Diaz, Nunes, Elliott, and even Grabovic when he came on. He should have scored a couple actually when he came on. So yeah, that first half was it just showed, didn't it? It's clear to see the 12:30 kickoffs. It's not good for Liverpool Football Club. We've last season, I think they said we've lost majority of it and we only drawn 3. You know what I mean? So we haven't won that many from away from home last season. So it clearly shows there's an issue with this 12:30 kickoffs. And I thought like us being in the Europa League, it will be different now, but it doesn't look like it's going to be any different. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, and it will affect us in the long term unless we have to sort it out somehow. I think the team Klopp picked was not what I expected. I thought Konate would come in instead of Kwanzaa, but Kwanzaa was there, and what Wolverhampton did is attack us like relentlessly. Like they just couldn't handle it. We just couldn't handle the way they were coming at us on a consistent basis, and it really affected us. Let me put the screen up for the actual pitch and all that stuff I always do. As you can see, this is the pitch. Obviously, they use the width. They use the width. Wolverhampton to the best of their ability, and not only that, they use the wings. You know what I mean? Like all around here, they were using it on a regular basis, and they were bypassing our defense. Let me get the right players in. I don't know why these players are there. So it's crazy. McAllister, yeah, Matip, yeah. Even Jota didn't do much. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't really impressed with him. I thought like apart from passing the ball to create the first goal, he didn't like. It's just when he plays on the left, it just doesn't do it for me, people. Like you know what I mean? And I'm expecting more from him, especially when he gets an opportunity. I don't know, like like with him, what I'm trying to understand about Jota is, has something changed in his game or something? Are we missing something here? Because like in the old days, he had the ability to go past people, like direct. He was direct, like taking on people, making deep runs and going through. Now, like it looks like he can't do that anymore for some reason, and it's really affecting his game. It's very strange with Jota, very strange. Even when he plays up front, he doesn't do much now. Like he obviously gets the odd goal now and again, but it doesn't affect the game like he used to for some reason, and it's frustrating. It's really frustrating when I'm watching Jota. So yeah, as you can see, people, majority of the time they were using the width, Wolverhampton, and it really affected us. They were getting the balls in the box more often. That's how they got the goal. Obviously, Neto dribbled past 3 players this side: Gomez, Matip, and I think Soboslai, and then just passed it to the far post, and the Wolverhampton striker just tapped it in. What angered me about that goal was, where was like Robertson? Like Robertson was here, but he turned his back. How can you turn your back on a ball that's going in? Like it's not gonna hit your face because it's close range. So why are you turning your back? It doesn't make any sense. He turned his back and the guy slotted, I think, through his legs. And Alisson, I don't know where he was. I mean, the ball is there. He should be here covering the front post. And the ball just went there. Straight through Alisson and into the goal. It was just too easy in my opinion. But Robertson, that first half, I was really appalled with him because I think his defensive side, he's struggling with for some reason. You know what I mean? Because you don't stay here and the ball is like this much away from you and you turn your back on it. It doesn't make any sense because it ain't gonna hit your face. He can't raise the ball from there. So go in towards the ball and block it off. but he turned his back, he went through his legs and went in the goal. Yeah, so it was just mishmash. And not only that, like when Neto had the ball over here, Kwanzaa, like he came, but he just put his little leg there. Like, get into the ball. Like if you look at Wolverhampton in there, and they were actually throwing themselves at the ball. We don't do that. We stay on our feet and we try to block balls like that. Get into him. Make sure he doesn't get that crossing by any means necessary. But you know what I mean? It's weak mentality that actually brings those kind of goals, man, and we can see them on a regular basis. If you know what I mean. If you look at the games we've conceded goals in the first few minutes, it's just similar. It's just easy like shots towards a goal, and it's frustrating, man. It's really, really frustrating because it goes past one defender, it goes past another one, then it goes past another one, and then it comes back again. It shouldn't be like that. It should at least block it off some way, somehow. Yeah, they were just down the wings. They were just brilliant, Wolverhampton, the first half. But second half came and Liverpool just changed the way they played. I thought he was struggling. You know, like with McAllister, he's more composed. He's more technical, sound, you know, like a player. But in this game, like some of the passes he was doing today, like it was just wild, man. Not even to players. Some of them were hospital. I don't know about you guys here, but don't you think, like, with Liverpool, the issues we have sometimes is we're passing the ball to players that are marked. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's players that are free on one side, but we're passing to the players who have someone on them. Why do we do that? And it's not even this season. It's the actual consistency that runs through the team. Even with McAllister and Soboslai now in the team, they're doing the same thing. It's like they've been told, pass to the players that's marked. It doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense. There's a player free on that side. Give him the damn ball. In order for you to connect, you have to trust everyone with the ball. But we don't even do that, people. It's weird. It's absolutely weird. Pass the ball to the players that's marked. Why? I don't know. I have no idea. As he says, how you rate our performance today? I'm going to put the player ratings after this. Obviously, not a lot of people, but you know, it is what it is, isn't it? I'm giving it 7 at first time. Yeah, it was rubbish. It was absolutely. Big up, Hamza, man. Big up, brother. Big up, man. Love my bro. Yes, big up, brother. There's jokes, debates on Rod's channel at the moment. The Chelsea fan is getting destroyed. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out later. I always do, you know, when I've got the time to watch it. I just want to do the review. Then you know, that's me done. I'll do the player ratings after this as well. So yeah, if you look at us guys, it's the same thing that was happening throughout the game, and it was really frustrating me. They were attacking down the wing, and we just couldn't stop them. Gomez was just awful at defending. Like at times he was just letting the guy go past him, and I think to myself, Gomez, you're asking for a first team spot. Fight for your freaking position, man. Why are you letting a guy who's got knee damaged like get past you with the ball with ease? It was just it was awful. Absolutely awful. Neto was just dominating Gomez, man, in the first half. And all he had to do is this. Just go deep. And then he just goes past him. And Gomez doesn't even sprint back. That's another thing that pisses me off about Liverpool people. When they lose the ball, they don't sprint back. They let the players go past them and they jog back. And that's not the way of playing. You know what I mean? If you want to win, if you want to keep your position in the team, run, sprint, make sure you get back and win that ball again, like Van Dijk used to do back in the day. But they don't do that. They don't do that, man. And Semedo on the other side as well, like this fullback here, like it was just dominating these guys on a consistent basis, man. And it's really frustrating me. Nuri and Salah, let me say something to you people. Like these two, this is his kryptonite. Salah's kryptonite is Nuri, man. I know he's a fellow Arab, Algerian boy and all that stuff. He can't get past him. For a few years now, I've been watching Salah on this kid. Can't get past him, guys. He's struggling. He's really, really, really struggling to get past him. For some reason, I don't know what it is. Because I don't think he's a good defender. But for some reason, you know, he can't get past him. And not only that, man, McAllister in the first few minutes, it's crazy, like, what he done. Like, first few minutes, already got a yellow card. Why are you getting yourself a yellow card, man? I mean, like, now that means throughout the game, you're not going to challenge anyone. It was just, it was awful. Absolutely awful. So, basically, the second half came. What we did is, we took McAllister out. I think Soboslai and Jones played in the middle. Let me see who Liverpool put in. They took out, obviously, Soboslai. They brought on, I think it was it, Diaz. Diaz came on. I think Jota moved in, obviously, into the attacking side of the team. And then, like, we played differently. We played brilliantly, I thought. Like, the way we was moving the ball was much better. For some reason, we should change. The whole thing just changed of the team. We've shifted from a team that was struggling to a team that was dominating afterwards, somehow, some way. And he made a difference this time. I'm telling you, man. Like, the way he was running at them, like, he's causing, like, havoc the whole time he was on. Sometimes he didn't do good things, but he done a lot. So sometimes, yeah, obviously he didn't do a lot of good things. Like, he done a lot of bad things, sorry, and sometimes, majority of the time, he did do good things as well. So that's what I gave him a praise in regards to the way he performed. Yes, he gave the ball away a few times, you know, and you know the counter attacked and all that stuff. But the most important thing with him, with Diaz, he was constantly dribbling past them. You know what I mean? And even though some of his balls were blocked, he still went at them non-stop. Listen, guys, like, we was 1-0 down, looking like it's probably gonna lose another goal. But the way we came back was like a team that was hungry and wanted to come back and win the game. And that's what I like about our team at the moment. And the reason I put 3 Wolverhampton players is because these are the 3 that actually gave us problems. Salah can't get past him for years. He can't get past him for some reason. Neto, the only game I see him do anything is against Liverpool, season in and season out. Even, I mean, if he plays against Man United, Man City, all that stuff, he doesn't cause as much problems. But for some reason, if it's Gomez or Trent playing as a right back, he gives us problems. Or left back Robertson. It's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, listen, the substitutions like played their part and all that stuff. Obviously, Gakpo scored the first goal from Salah's pass, which is a tap-in. And, you know, obviously Gakpo got replaced afterwards. Yeah, we done all right. I mean, I'm not here like to diss the team in general, but the first half was a bad performance, was a very, very bad performance, and we've got to improve on it. I mean, because like, if we're going to get yellow cards straight away in games, and then it's going to be difficult for us to, you know, play the game that we want to play, and that's what happened to McAllister. He hasn't got the blistering pace, but, you know, he's got the technical side of the game, and that's what he needs to like use more. And when you've got a yellow card and you need to tackle at the same time, it's going to be difficult for him. So yeah, the second half, obviously Robertson decided to come forward with the ball, passed it to Salah. Salah passed it back, and Robertson done a striker's finish. I couldn't believe it. Like, Robertson was actually here and done a striker's finish. Yeah, it was just fantastic, man, from him. I thought he had a bad first half, but second half he came to like the Robertson that we always wanted, obviously, and always talked about. And then the same thing happened. Elliot came on in the second half. I think it was for Jones. Came in this side. Salah again passed it. he's becoming an assist king now, not a goal scoring king, like assist king. And yeah, Elliot shot. It deflected on the defender, obviously hit the post and went in. So it was a good performance in the second half. First half is a game to forget, I say. Don't ever look at that first half again, because if you're actually rewatching the game, forward it. Don't look back. Look forward. Forward it to the second half, because that first half was just it was all over the place. We looked too slow, lackluster. We didn't look like we was interested at times. We was like struggling to even get back and defend for the team. They were like maybe Wolves. What they did is all the energy went to the first half, and the second half they couldn't do the same thing again. Maybe that's what happened in that game. That's what I'm thinking now. Yes, people. So that's how the game finished. Obviously, the first goal from Gakpo, second goal from Robertson, third goal from Elliot, but it's not given to him. It's given to the defender. They said because it was going out, it wasn't going towards the goal apparently. Yeah. So that's what I got for you. Obviously, in the first part of the show, I'm gonna go to the player ratings. Will be next. Let's do that. Let's do that. Player ratings is next. So let's do this. Let me get the thing up first. Oh, let's go. Yeah, as you can see, player ratings on the screen. Yeah, sorry people, I'm a bit, knackered. I just come back from work, so it's a bit difficult for me to stay in a fan and all this stuff. But yeah, so we're gonna do the player ratings, and we could discuss it as we go along. If you're still watching, that is. So Alisson didn't really do much, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna give him points that's gonna be like overboard. So I'll give him a 7. I mean, that's all I could give him. Obviously, I mean, he conceded the first goal. I thought he should have done better with the first goal. But what I liked about Alisson was his leadership afterwards. He was like marshalling the defense, and he was telling them off and things like that, which I liked. I'd rather have a goalkeeper like that than a goalkeeper that just gives the thumbs up. Yeah, we consider the goal. Yeah. All good, all good. I don't want to see things like that. I want to see a goalkeeper that's having a go at people, and that's what I thought. Yeah. So I'll give Alisson a 7. If you guys can put in the comments if you're still watching, let me know. So nice. Yeah. So yeah, next one. We'll go to Gomez. Oh, that's a tough one because in that first half, the way he was getting past is just like, I think to myself, I miss Trent, and that's a lot for me to say in defensive side when I'm missing Trent defending. You know what I mean? And what I didn't understand, why is Gomez going inverted? Gomez is not a technical player. He doesn't do long balls and all that stuff. I mean, he could just about defend. That's all we need him for. Yeah, so but the second half, I think he got better. He got better. But I'll give him a 7. I'll give him a 7. I'm not gonna like diminish his performance, like, because second half I don't remember seeing Neto. I don't remember seeing Neto, to be fair. Yeah, like you can't keep having the thing with our fan base sometimes, like, when someone plays bad in one half or something like that, they have that against them for the rest of the season for some reason. So let's give people compliments. Let's give them praises. You know what I mean? We've won the game by 3-1. We came back. The second half was much better. So give the likes of Gomez, praises, man. Don't bloody diminish his performance. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. I hate when people keep going that. I keep hearing it everywhere. Yeah, Gomez was not good enough today. That's why, we don't want him in defense. Let him go, man. Just let him go. I thought Matty marshaled the back line greatly today. You know what I mean? He had his fault in the first goal. Obviously, he couldn't catch the guy. But I thought second half he came to his own, and like he marshaled the defense in like an experienced defender. And I know a lot of people would hate me for it, but I thought like he got 8. He done an 8 in the second half. Listen, that's 3 games I think now that he played, and they win. They all wins. You know what I mean? So Gomez gets an 8 from me, man. And sorry, Matip gets an 8 from me because not a lot of people keep praising that poor guy. Not a lot of people are giving him praises. I don't know why. I really don't know why. What more do you want? He's keeping clean sheets. You know what I mean? And he's winning games. Like that's 3 games he started, I think, now, and he's winning them all. This kid obviously started off shakily. The first goal, the way he went, he came across. He should have went with force, but he done a little leg kind of thing. The youth kind of leg, and I didn't like that. But as the game went on, he came to his own. He grown into the game, so I'll give him an 8 as well. I'll give him an 8. You know what I mean? They kept a clean sheet at the second half, so that's that. You have to give them compliments, people. You can't keep putting them down. You know what I mean? It's his first game in the first team in the Premier League, and he's a unit, as you can see. He's learning his curve. It's not with Van Dijk, is it? If it's Van Dijk, probably he'll play better. With Matip, you know what I mean, you have to do a lot of work at the same time as well. Yeah, so give him an 8. Give him an 8. You know what I mean? It's a win, people. Like, come on, we won, people. We won. So go give them credit for that. Let me get back to the comments. Could they have played 10 men again, and the way it was going? Yeah, it could have been. You know what I mean? Big up, Liam, man. Big up. Another win. Yeah, that's the most important thing. Gomez. Oh yeah. He got rid. The thing with Gomez is once you think like he's turned the corner, he's gonna have bad games after that. Let's be honest. That's Gomez for you. He's never gonna change. Yeah. So Kwanzaa's got 8 as well. Let me go back to that. I'll give him an 8. It's just his second half, the way he picked up, the way he doesn't take risks, I like as well, because when the ball's coming at him, he kicks it off for a throw-in. I mean, he doesn't really try to dribble or pass short passes to the goalkeeper, and then it ends up in a goal, or the goalkeeper makes a mistake and gets injured or something like that. So he does the right things, man. I'd rather have the ball in a throw-in than on the pitch, and people causing damage on us. So yeah. Give him an 8, man. Give him an 8. Robertson, 9, straight 9. First half, in and out the game, but he came to his own eventually and scored a goal, of course. He was the leader of the team. He was the captain of the team, so he played like a captain eventually and showed everyone what he's all about. And I was criticizing him. I was saying like he's been poor for a while now. Like, you know what I mean? Is it time for Tsimikas to get his run in the team? But the way he scored that goal, the way he pushed the team, the way he got crosses in the box afterwards, and it helped a lot. It really, really helped a lot. So I'll give him a 9 for that. But the man of the match is a tough one. Like, I know they gave it to him, but you gotta give it. You know what I mean? You gotta give it to the king, innit, man? Like he created 3 goals. You know what I mean? But it could be just me. I mean, no, I'm not giving him 2. He's got a 9. He's got a 9. Don't worry about that. Yeah, McAllister, straight 6. Yeah. You can see he's jet lagged. Not what was he doing? How did he get there? McAllister, straight 6. You can see he's jet lagged, and he come from far and wide from Argentina and that stuff. Yeah. He got a straight 6. Didn't play well at all. He got taken off at halftime. Says enough for me. Soboslai, innit? Why is he skipping? I don't know why. Yeah, Soboslai, people. He's the governor, innit? He's the boss. You know what I mean? It says it in his name. Soboslai. He's a boss, isn't he? So I'll give him an 8, man. He's always, like I said, out of 10. He's always 8 out of 10. No matter what he does. Even when he's having a bad game, he will still give you that 8 out of 10. You know what I mean? And this guy's amazing, people. Watch that space, man. Watch that space. A lot of awards is going to come to this guy. I'm telling you. Gakpo. I don't know, man. Sorry, Jones. Done all right in the second half, but I'll give him a 7. He didn't really do much for me, but second half he done all right. I'll give him a 7. I'm not going to give him more than that. I'm being realistic. Like, he should have done more, in my opinion. And he can't be just strolling along in the team, people. Like, he's got to do more than what he's doing. We keep praising him, but he keeps on doing the same thing, which is nothing. Passing side to side and going back. I don't want to see that. And trying to use his strength, losing the ball. I don't want to see things like that. I want to see something different. Create chances. Get into people. Do something else. Take set pieces if you have to. And you'll push players out the way to take set pieces. Do something else. It's just not happening for him, man. Like, I mean, but listen, second half performance, he done all right. He done all right. So I'll give him a 7 for that. Jota, 7, maybe 6. I'll give him a 6 because I don't know why I keep skipping people. Sorry about that. I'll give him a 6 because of the goal he created, the first goal. He's the one who made that pass to Salah through the legs, and the ball was crossed in by Salah towards Gakpo, and Gakpo scored the goal. So I'll give him a 6 for that. I was going to give him a 4 before because I thought he had an appalling game. Like, Jota's not direct anymore, people. Something's not right with Jota with the ball. When he first came to Liverpool, he was direct, and I like that. Now I'm watching him, he ain't direct anymore. He's just a player that's just is on the pitch, just runs in that wing, and then if he gets a chance, that's it. But he had more to his game, Jota. Where's the stuff that he used to do before, people? It's crazy. It's crazy, man. Yeah, so I'll give him a 6. That's about it, really. I'm not going to be nasty to players. They've done all right, man. They've done all right. Yeah, and I'm going to move to Gakpo next. Apart from the goal, you know what I mean? Apart from the goal, nothing really came back from him. He got taken off after that goal. So, yeah, give him a 7. But my man of the match, hands down, it's got to be the king. What the heck? Yeah. He's got to be him. It's got to be him. Salah, let me just change something there. I don't know what the heck's happening, people. I think my computer's going crazy today. Yeah. Salah has to get it, people. Salah has to get the Ballon d'Or, get the gold star, and he's, you know, for me, he's man of the match by far. You're asking why? Because he's on to set up all 3 goals. Man of the match. Gold star for Salah, and he deserves it, in my opinion. I don't praise him a lot, but I think, yeah, he's done an outstanding job today. And the first half, he wasn't in the game. The second half, he came to his own and, you know, created the 3 chances for us to score the goals. Like, I don't need Salah to always score goals for me. I want Salah to create goals for me as well. That's what he was bought for originally, if you remember, people. That's why we bought him. I mean, so Salah is my man of the match, and for him creating those 3 goals, I got to give him credit for that. Some, the people that came on, Diaz, like I said, he changed the game. I got to give him 9 out of 10. I thought he was brilliant when he came on, and he kept on. He was like a pest. He kept on going and going and going and going, like again and again. And I like that. I really, really like that from Diaz. Nunes, what should I give him? I'll give him a 7. You know what I mean? He done all right when he came on. He calls his chaos, isn't it? He calls his chaos. So I'll give him a 7 for that. Konate didn't do much, so you got to just give him a 6 for that. Didn't do much. I mean, everything was done by the time he came on. You know what I mean, so yeah, Kwanzaa, done the damage for us. Gravenberch, 6 as well. Hasn't done much when he came on. Played on the right hand side, replaced Salah, but he's not a right-sided player, is he? But he should have scored 2 at least. He tried to dribble it in and it didn't work out. So I'll give him. I'll give him 6. 6 is fine. Elliot, 7 for the goal. Although they didn't give him the goal for some reason, don't know why. Should have had the goal. I think, taking goals away from these youngsters is not the right way to go about it, man. At least he took the shot. If he didn't take that shot, he wouldn't go in with it. So give the kid credit, yeah. So that's where it stopped, people. That's about it. My man of the match is obviously Mo Salah. Yeah, I'm doing the late ones nowadays, aren't I? So yeah, thanks for coming on, everyone. Honestly, thank you for coming on. I'm sorry that I don't promote it as much because I'm at work and I try to do as much as I can for you guys to come in and do this on a regular basis, of course. I appreciate that for coming on, people. A bit tired, but it's still gonna happen, and it's still gonna happen. We're on the road to 2,000, so please, if you're a new subscriber, if you're new to the channel, subscribe and all that good stuff. And yeah, just do the simple stuff I always ask. I don't ask for much, which is subscribe, like the video, get it trending around YouTube, let people know who we are, and we're gonna keep building, innit? That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep building, people. Yeah, that's me done. Quick one for you guys. Appreciate the people that stayed on and with me and all that stuff. Thank you, Aziz. Thank you, Trudon, and obviously Liam, Hamza, John Conway, the people that's, always supportive. I appreciate you guys immensely, man, because that's why I come back on. Even if it's not a lot of people, I'll still come back on and do it, man. There's no problem with that. My next stream will be, we'll see what happens tomorrow, innit? If there's anything that's around the news, I'll let you guys know. But it could be Monday. I don't know. Maybe Tuesday afternoon. Go back to the afternoon show, 2:30 Tuesday, yeah. I should be back on Tuesday. Take a rest for now, man. I need it badly. Yeah, people, that's me. On the road to 2,000. Don't forget, people, please smash that like and all that stuff. And I'll see you soon. Take care, everybody.